Hey guys, welcome back to another next level lawn care video. I wanted to start this video off today and just apologize. I'm sorry guys. I know a lot of you are following along with the next level lawn seed challenge, and I failed. That's all I can say really is I ran into some issues. We started getting mold. I tried transplanting the grass out of the boxes into some fabric bags that could breathe better. Dog's trying to get up here and say hi. You guys haven't seen Ryan in a while. I'll show you him a little bit later, but he's getting big. You go boy. So the transplant didn't go that great. I kind of broke the grass up into big chunks, and some of it got lost. I had bald spots, so I tried to reseed that. I was starting to get it to come back, and then my camera broke, my computer broke, and I couldn't get replacement parts, and I had to send my camera off to GoPro to get it fixed. And it took them forever to send it back, and that stuff on top of, I just had some major depression that hit, and I didn't keep up with it. I didn't water the grass. I was fighting temperature in the garage, trying to keep it warm enough in there that it didn't go dormant, and he needs some attention. I got a million excuses, but none of them are good enough. At the end of the day, I gave up and I quit watering. Right, get down, bud. At the end of the day, I gave up and I quit watering, and a lot of the grass died for the last couple of weeks. Jesus, you act like you get no attention. For the last couple of weeks, I've been watering the grass again and trying to get it going again, and it's coming back strong. A lot of them are looking really good. I did reseed a little bit on them, so there's some new seed that's coming up in those test samples, I guess we can call them, the different varieties of grass. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it going all through the spring, the summer, the fall. And originally my plan was to figure out what kind of grass seed I wanted, and the winter would be the winter, and then I would just kind of discard all those others. But I feel like I owe it to you guys to show you each of them in their potential, their full potential. So I'm going to keep them going through the spring all year, or I guess I'm trying to bring them back this spring and then keep them going all season, and we'll see what they can all turn into. That being said, it's now springtime and it's time to start my renovations. Okay, Rye, down. Just knocking stuff off my desk. That being said, it's springtime. It's time to start my yard renovation, and I had to pick one to go with, and I didn't want to wait all spring and summer without grass. I need my grass. So that brings up another point, is that what I chose to go with is the perennial ryegrass. To me, before things started falling apart with all this, it looked phenomenal. The texture, the feel, the growth, just I liked it the best. Hey. I liked it the best, and he's not gonna let me do this video, is he? That's been another headache, as he has been destructive in the yard, and he got into the grass boxes a couple times. Right, enough. Now, which variety is the question? Well, I couldn't really tell you between the three. They all looked phenomenal. I couldn't tell a difference between them without looking at the tags, so I wasn't really caring for one variety over the other. And then that brings me to my next problem. I had to order grass seed, and I got on Seed Superstore, and they didn't have all three, you know, that I had originally purchased in stock. So I wasn't going to be able to do, you know, the three-way blend that I wanted to. So I ended up going with a different route with perennial ryegrass, and I got so basically what I ended up doing is I figured, since I couldn't get the three-way blend that I wanted because it wasn't available, I figured I should probably try to support, you know, another person, another YouTube creator. I ended up going with Ryan Knorr's perennial ryegrass blend. To me, I couldn't tell the difference between the three varieties that I had. They were all elite varieties. And let's face it, Ryan's yard looks pretty freaking phenomenal. So if I can get to where he's at, I'll be happy. Dog. So the three varieties that are in his that I ordered, it comes with the Pangea, I think is how you say it. The GLR, Pangea GLR, Paradox GLR, and Rainwater perennial ryegrass. So another three elite varieties, and I think they're supposed to, a couple of those are even supposed to be a little bit darker in color than the ones that I had been able to get my hands on to begin with. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to support Ryan. He's taught me a lot, and if you're not following him, which I'm sure you are if you're finding little old me on YouTube, make sure you go over to his channel and give him a subscribe. He's a wealth of information for cool season lawns. And so yeah, that brings us to today. So today we are starting our spring renovation, and a lot of you are probably thinking that I'm a little bit crazy trying to do a full-on lawn renovation during the springtime. Yeah, I kind of am. Typically you would do this in the fall, not in the spring, but I have all rock in my yard. So if it doesn't come out perfect, at least I have some grass. That being said, also my summers where I'm at in Colorado, I am inside the transition zone, but I'm at the very top of the transition zone. Our summers are relatively mild. The springtime rainstorms that we get here aren't typically gonna wash anything away. It generally sprinkles like you would if you were just turning your sprinkler system on for a half an hour or whatever. You know, it sprinkles here. It doesn't. We don't really get torrential downpours or anything. So I think it's going to be rather successful. I think we're going to be able to get the grass established well enough before summer heat hits and tries to shut everything down for us. So today's project is getting the trees out of the yard. The trees gots to go. I don't want trees, I want grass. All right guys, so here's what we're working with today. This tree right here, as you can tell, I don't have a ton of front lawn, and I don't want it full of bushes or trees or anything. So I'm gonna pull out that tree. I'm gonna pull out these bushes over here. Try to get that stump out. That's the one I'm worried about. That one's gonna be a pain in the butt. And then I'm gonna have flower beds all through the side here. I'm gonna leave these big rocks in, but pull everything else out from that side over. And we're gonna start with that tree right there. So I learned this trick on YouTube. I'd seen it a few times for pulling tree stumps out, and you use a tire and a rope to basically yank that out. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this cut down to a manageable size here, and then we'll use the tire and the tow strap, and hopefully I can yank it out of the ground. So let's get that going.
Alright guys, so sorry about the wind. It was a bit more of a chore than I thought it was going to be. Definitely not the right tool for the job. That saw did not want to go through that. And I knew it probably wouldn't, but I had it, so I figured I'd give it a try before I went and tried to buy something else. So now is the fun part. We just got to rip this sucker out. So let me get set up. Let's take care of it. Well, guys, it didn't quite go as I thought it was going to. I think I broke the toe strap probably 10 times or so, and the tire idea, not so good. But we got her out. Ended up having to dig it out quite a bit. And like I said, I abandoned that tire idea because it took off flying across the street one of the times that the strap broke, so had to do it the old-fashioned way. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, which makes me rather nervous about trying to get this one out of here. But I think I got to try. I think that's going to be an all-day ordeal, so that may wait till tomorrow. But I did pick up a nice new toy. Wish I would have done it beforehand. Little chainsaw. And this is something, since I was there, I thought about for the grass boxes, trying to cut those. Somebody had mentioned, well, why not try instead of doing it with the scissors, why not try doing it with some hedge trimmers? So that's what I got. While I was there getting the chainsaw, I picked up this nice little unit. Kind of a bit overkill maybe for what I'm doing, but especially since I don't have any hedges. But we'll give it a go, see how it works. If not, I mean, you can always sell it. So there it is, it's out. I might try and dig up some of these big roots that broke off a little further, but I don't know, they're a good 8 or 9 inches below the ground, so I don't think they're going to mess with my roots too much for my grass, and they'll break down over the years. These more surface ones, I'm going to try to get that out of there. And then this one pulled up all the way. It was running just barely under the surface back to there, so so yeah, that's a day's work for today. Cars. So yeah, that's a day's work for today. Probably going to start wrapping this up. I need to, since I got the chainsaw now, which was what really got me going on getting it, was thinking about the fact that I now have to limb this tree up, break it down into pieces, and I certainly wasn't about to spend a whole day doing that with that stupid little hand miter saw I got. So I think that's that. Next, we need to get these bushes out. Up front, at least, at a minimum, those are coming out. And once I get the, I'm renting a mini skid steer to help me get all this rock out of here. I'm not about to shovel that all day long by myself, so I might use it to try and help dig this thing up a little bit. And hopefully get that thing chunked out of there.
This dog, he's an attention person. I won't say that word.